thing called tuna sashimi? 3, 2, 1.
Hello, Tunia back again. This time I'm going to do a little review of Kirby's Adventure on the NES. As you can see, they were me 100% of them, but I've got up to 70% so far. So we'll do. I'll go back to the first world. Is probably the best bet. Right, yeah, so Kirby. Kirby first came out on the Game Boy. I've never played the Game Boy game. I pretty much have, apart from this Kirby game, I've never played any of the Kirby games properly. I've only had a quick look at them, so I'm pretty new to Kirby games, to be honest. Well, like I say, this one came out in 1993. It was quite late in the NES life, so as you can see, the graphics are really nice on this. Really pretty colours and stuff. They did quite well. Say Kirby's this little pink thing. I have no idea what he's supposed to be. He can attack enemies by sucking them in. You can also suck in air to float and then shoot out a bit of puff of air to kill. You can also slide through enemies. So this game was made by HAL Laboratories. I'm not sure if Nintendo asked them to make it or they made it for Nintendo, but there was a lot of Kirby games over the years. They come out on pretty much almost every Nintendo console you can think of. There's always a Kirby game. So we'll get straight into it. I say, the game is a nice little platform game. As you jump around, sucking enemies, and what you can do, you can shoot those enemies out, or you can duck down and sort of absorb them. Certain enemies as well, like this one by here, if I suck him in, he'll give me a power-up. Stupid as it is, I didn't until I got to World 3, I didn't actually realise you could do this, so I was actually jumping across all the enemies, so that was pretty stupid. So I was missing a lot of the power-up system. So we'll carry on going. I say once you got this weapon, you can use this weapon to shoot other enemies. There's lots of little weapons in the game as well. You can get beam, there's laser beams, there's swords, there's fire breathing, there's ones that turn you into whirlwinds and wheels and shoot around the levels. It's pretty cool, the power-up system in this. I say you can see this is a traditional sort of platform game, a bit like sort of 1x3 really. Very similar sort of world setup. Ooh. I say the fire weapon is probably my favourite, I think. I say the sword is good, but the only problem with the sword is I do sort of get hit a lot when I use the sword. Oh, no. I say once you get it, you lose your power-up, but you can get it back if you're quick enough. You can also actually get rid of your power-up as well. If you press the select button, you can actually dump your power-up, and then you can pick up another enemy to get another one. Right, these little bonus sections for you, you got to get right up to the top to get more points, and you get extra life if you do. And for ages, it says press the A button. I was pressing the A button, nothing was happening, pressing the A, I just couldn't work out what the hell was going on. And it's not the A button, it's the B button. So they pretty much screwed up there when they made this. So you actually press the B button to use the jump on it. This game's got loads of little bonus games as well. See, that also says A, but you press the B button. So I don't know whether it's, I don't know, maybe it's my dog bone controller, I don't know, but it is, you know, I am playing this on a Famicom, an original Famicom or a dog bone controller. So I think they got the buttons a bit mixed up. Either that, or they changed the button arrangement on the pads. My mate was having the same problem on his original Famicom as well, so I'm assuming not. So you get them in there, you get extra lives as well, which is quite cool. I say there's lots of little bonus levels mixed around these levels, so you jump in here as well. You can actually suck this guy in for free and get the sword. The sword's really cool on the floor, a nice distance, but in the air he spins. It's It sounds good, but I sort of do end up getting hit a lot when I use it. So the other thing I'd shout out in this game is it's got some pretty cool music. The tunes are quite nice on here. Hey, star power. You got to watch as well. I say when you pick up an enemy, you actually suck that enemy in. You can't actually float until you spit him out. But you can do it once you've got the weapons. Right, these are the bosses. Normally with the bosses, what happens is you've got to wait until they fire, do their attack, and they always chuck something out, and then you use that item then. You use that item to attack them. But if you've got a weapon like a sword or something, you can use that weapon to attack him, which makes it a little bit easier. Let's kill him. You wouldn't think it makes it easier, but the way I did that, to be honest, but... yeah, I think I should have got the fire weapon then. I do much prefer that fire weapon. Oh, actually, I can use this sword to get energy back here. Yay! You can't actually get that energy back if you actually got the fire weapon. So I'm not overly fussed on the sword. I thought the sword would be really cool, but... I press the B button. Oh, nearly got extra life. I say this game is it's great for little short plays as well, because the levels they're all little short levels. Say if you've got like 10-15 minutes to spare and you just want to go with something. Oops. This game's great for that sort of thing. Haha. Ah, I want to suck him in, really. Oh well. So this game's nice and colourful. This burning weapon's cool. You can go whoop. Ah. Yes, to say it's fire weapon, cool. Definitely my favourite out of all the weapons. When you're in the water as well, you can like fire in 4 different directions, which is quite cool. Just like the fire one, because you can jump a lot and attack quite easy. I say this game, like I say, it's nice and colourful, plays well. It's not about its faults though. One of the main faults I think of this is, one of them is when you jump from a high distance, you do a little bit of a bounce. And unless you're expecting it, you can't actually do anything when you do that bouncer. And you can't jump straight away. And it does sort of screw you up a bit sometimes. Oh, I did it then. Maybe you can jump straight away. I don't know. No. You get blocked in a jump. The other problem, which is one of my main issues with this game actually, is obviously this is stretching the NES quite a bit in this game. And you do, when there's a lot of stuff on screen, hey, you got a full bonus. When there's a lot of stuff on screen, you get a bit of slowdown, and sometimes slowdown gets quite bad. Only problem is you end up can't jump, or you can't press your fire button fast enough. And almost every time the slowdown kicks in, it's always in a point where you need to jump or hit something, and I always get it. Let's just destroy this boss. Yeah, dead. And it's a pain it is, like, and you get stuck, and so the controls lag a little bit. which is a bit of a pain in the arse actually. It does cause you to get hit quite a bit, especially later on in the game. So you probably notice the slowdown over there. Once you get a couple of enemies on screen, the game will start to chug a little bit. I know it's only a minor gripe, but it can be a little bit annoying, especially when you're low on the health. I say price-wise, I don't really know how much this game is to pick up. I had it reasonably cheap because I bought it in like a little bundle deal. It's cartridge only mine, it wasn't boxed or anything. Probably boxed, probably pay a bit more for it. Hey, invincible. You can run in this game as well by double tapping. See, there's the slowdown kicking in. Slow as hell. That was lucky. Come on! Hey, getting quite good at them now. Nice. I say that's a warp level up there. So we can warp, so we'll go back for the store. Ah, another bonus stage up there, cool. Yeah, I say I've unlocked all these levels, but they sort of, you only get like one door at first, and all the levels unlock as you go along. Right, this is one of these egg collector bonuses. This one's quite good. You got to suck in the eggs, but not suck in the bombs. They do chuck some really fast bombs, they do. Oh, that's not bad. Not enough to get an extra life though. So Ice Cream Island now, so we'll go to the next level. You've got to watch them things, they fall off. Watch out. And explode. I say, this game's got lots of little secret bits in the levels as well, which is quite cool. There's a lot of little bonuses, and there's lots of bits where you can't quite get to, and you've got to work it out how to get to them. Sometimes you've got the right power up. Ooh. See, a bit of slowdown sort of screwed me up a little bit then. I did the A thing when I didn't want to actually do it. You gotta watch them, else they do quite a bit of explosion. See, this fire weapon is really good. This is definitely my favourite weapon. Oh no, he pushed me into the bomb. That was quite a good weapon as well. Thanks, take him in. It's a power assault. It's got quite a nice hit radius on it. But it does if you fall. It makes you fall slow, which is quite cool. Oh, cancelled his fire in there. That was lucky, wasn't it? Aww. Oh, I'm starting to get quite good at them. Cool. Right, guys, that's Kirby. There's quite a lot of levels you open up as well. So I've opened quite a few up myself, and you can run through more. So you can go back on yourself once you've actually done the levels as well. So you can see there's the boss room there. Say a lot of the bosses are the same as before. They come at you. They got different attacks. You got to dodge your attacks, wait until they chuck something out, collect it, and then shoot it back at them. Pretty much all bosses are pretty much the same, but they do different attacks on it. I say it's a pretty nice game. It's graphically graphically it's really nice. Music's really funky and sort of like cutesy on it as well. I say Kirby's a little bit interesting. Like I said, I never really played a Kirby game before, but they're pretty interesting. I don't I don't love it. I think it's a pretty good game. It does have a few faults. Like I said, I'm not fussed on the bit where you jump from a certain height and you double bounce, so that can catch you out. And the slowdown on you it can catch you out a lot. Actually, the slowdown, you can get caught out on bosses and various things by the slowdown. But all in all, it's a pretty nice game. Like I said, you know, if you've got 10-15 minutes to spare and you just want to quickly go something, this game's pretty perfect for that, 'cause you can do levels really fast. So it's a pretty nice game. I think it's a little better than a 7, but I don't think it quite deserves an 8. I know probably a lot of people may argue with me on that, but a lot of people are lovers of the Kirby games. But it is a good game, so I'm gonna give it 7.5 out of 10. I think it's a pretty nice game. I just don't think it's exceptional. I think like Mario 3 and things like that are better. But you know, if you fancy a Kirby game and you've got a Famicom, pick this one up. So one nice feature about the cartridge on this as well, it's got a like cool pink cartridge, but it's actually got battery backup save, which Super Mario 3 could have really done with it, because that's a pretty big game. But this one you can actually save, so you can just work your way through the levels, level by level basically, and you've got continues if you want them, plus you can do all the bonus levels and get extra lives and all that sort of thing. So yeah, so pretty cool game, 7.5 out of 10. So hope you enjoyed the review, guys, and I'll catch you next time. So bye now.